Hello there, fellow NPCs, and welcome back to Chasing Sunsets. Not sure how I feel about them moving like that. It's kind of unnerving. Moving up and down like that. But yeah, either way, I am so happy to get back into this game. I really should be rewatching my last episodes of this, but I just want to get back into it, you know. This is chapter 9, and I am doing my very best here to make sure that this lines up with the release of chapter 10 as it's being released. So when you see this episode, it means that chapter 10 will be soon released, you know. But yeah, and also this is recorded very early. It's recorded back in October 31st, Halloween, and all that, because I don't know right now, as I'm recording this, when chapter 10 is going to be finished. So I have to prepare shit, you know. So let's get back into Chasing Sunsets. And I already checked, and this one should be the real one. New Main 2. Because New Main 1 is here. We almost died. New Main 1. Mixed Bag is when I had to go back and get screenshots so I could make thumbnails for the videos. And I also at the same time decided to try some different routes and things like that. But this one is the last one, and that's back in April. Damn. But yeah, let's go. Let me just double check here. Oh, right. Because of what we've been doing, the company, the bad guys, their companies are skyrocketing, I believe. What unusual about this sudden movement is that other blue ships trended downward. Yeah, exactly. Everyone else went down while the bad guy company went up. Speculation abounds on what is fueling what some are calling the stock's reckless rise. Logan International Airport. Oh, right! I remember this. Since you and Amanda only had carry-ons, you leave the others at the baggage claim. Okay, we will get past this, because we do recognize this. We're back from Honolulu. Or whatever it's Tunalu. Let's see. I don't remember this. Mallory trusts you with her life. Damn. Mallory considers you a good friend. You had a great evening with Liza, but ultimately kept things professional. Jay learned that she was in danger of losing her spot in the Harvard Medical School pre-med program. You updated George about Brian Ferguson's blackmail attempt before the inheritance announcement. George announced that you and Jay will jointly run Polygene and express remorse for manipulating you. You made what feels like a huge decision to determine the entire insider trading ring. Yeah. You trusted Amanda to lower Ferguson's guard to collect information and render him harmless. Oh shit, 69 out of 71 and 83 out of 88. You had a great evening with Liza. Oh, okay, it's the same one. So, with that said, let's continue. Let's go. For real now. Chapter 9. Paths Less Traveled. Campbell Residence, Boston, MA. What is MA actually? What state? In the weeks after your return to Boston, Mallory and Jay grew closer than ever. So, what's his favorite food? Come on, it feels like you should already know this one. Really? When was the last time we had a chance to just chat about real life? They're not talking about me, are they? I suppose that's fair. Okay, before he left home, it was pizza. Hawaiian. Well, he's wrong, I'll tell you that. Pineapple on pizza? Seriously? Right? We should both be rethinking our relationships with him. Double checking here. Mallory, love 46. She should not be in love with me. How about real food? Pizza doesn't exactly scream. Thank you for saving my life. Okay. When we did not save Mallory's life, though, did we? We say we kind of saved Amanda's life, curing her strand of autism and things. Honestly, upscale won't impress. He'd be happy with some trail mix if we can eat it outdoors. I think you're onto something. I can work with that. Not gonna lie, this is starting to sound more like an epic date than a thank you tour. Thank you tour? Okay. No, he's made it pretty clear who he's into. You got nothing to worry about. Good. You say that, but sometimes I look at the two of you together and it just feels so natural. Hold up. Is this a moment of insecurity? From Alpha Tits J. Campbell? Alpha Tits? Okay, love it. Where's my phone? I need a pick. No touchy! How long have I been away from this game? Since they were starting to cozy up to each other, but I do not remember this. Not with this kind of music going on. In an instant, Jay pounces and has Mallory pinned. Uncle! Uncle! That's what I thought. Oh, she's bucking. The moment Jay lets down her guard, Mallory bucks hard and executes a playful reversal. What sorcery is this? Giggling profusely, Mallory brings her fingertips to Jay's nose with dramatic inevitability. Boop! Oh no, you didn't. Laughter fills the room before they compose themselves and regard each other earnestly. You know, Kurt isn't the only one I've gotten close to. I've had plenty of acquaintances, but only one true friend. Until now. I guess that's one thing we have in common. For a moment, Jay's smile fades and her eyes fill with sadness. Though now that it's in the open, I see a lot of mom in you too. It's not blatant or anything, but sometimes little similarities hit me like a truck. Anything in particular? You smell just like her, and sometimes your laugh makes me think she's just in the other room. Mallory reflects on this for a moment, smiling wryly. So, just the things I can change. Go figure. You don't understand. I wouldn't want you to change them. I treasure them. Oh, well, then I just keep doing my thing then. Jay smiles back before her eyes go wide in panic. Oh shit, it's 6:30. Rope drop for the concert in an hour. The concert? Are we going to see what's her name? Ah shit, I forgot. From Leap of Faith. It's not Cece, that's the canon ending. Already? Shit! Okay, you can shower first. What? There's no way we'll both have time to shower. Well, we don't have time to argue either. I'll just use the shower in the master bedroom. Deal! As Mallory rushes for the bathroom, Jay remembers you are in the other shower. Oh, hell no! If I use that bathroom while Kurt is in there, we're really gonna be late. Cracking the door stealthily, Jay peers into the steamy bathroom. So, they're gonna have something going on. Please don't fail us at the very end here. I don't need the brain rot. I need the cute stuff, the wholesome stuff. We'll see how it goes. Cracking the door stealthily, Jay peers into the steamy bathroom. Mal? God, I love taking showers here. The water is so much softer than in the city. I just remembered Curtis using the master shower. I was wondering... Oh, of course, hop in. You're sure? Mm-hmm. Nervously undressing, Jay's panic at being late to the concert is replaced by self-consciousness. You know, if you're almost done, I can just wait. Your call. Can you hand me the conditioner over by the sink? Yeah, here you go. Oh, she's just gonna pull her in here. Don't be silly, just get it over with, sort of thing. As Jay reaches toward the shower, a hand shoots out and yanks her in. Yep! Meanwhile... Lexi, that's her name, yeah. Who's pumped to see Lexi tonight? Where the hell are they? There's no way they got ready before I did. Oh, they're giggling now, are they? That came from the bathroom. Following this sound, you can hear muffled conversation and laughter beyond the door. Ladies, we're gonna be late. As if you'd thrown a switch, everything goes suspiciously silent. Jay? Mal? Try the doorknob means that we're trying to open the door. We're obviously gonna have to do that, because pretty ladies are always gonna be pretty ladies. And I think I have a lot of once in a lifetime still going through my veins here. Let's see what's going on in there. Just done. Perfectly done. The unlocked door opens to reveal two indignant looking women wrapped in towels. Rude. Is this the sort of jackassery you had to put up with as a kid? Nah, back then he knew better. Melody smirks and gestures for you to turn around. What? Okay, yes, I have to check because we got points too. J Love and J Trust +2. Why did you get +2 trust there? Okay, I'll leave you to it. I just wanted to know how late we were gonna be. We'll be ready in 20 minutes. You have time for one shooting match. Fine. 1. Many hours later. It's well after midnight when you return home. Okay, thank you. Because I thought we were still not haven't left for the concert yet. And everyone is cheerful but exhausted. Rock out with the cock out. And hey, we know this is a rooster. Best concert ever. Jay gives you a sideways glance loaded with suggestion. Definitely had a blast, but we're up past our bedtime. Dude, you're adults. You can have your bedtime doesn't exist anymore. That's my cue. Good night, Mel. See you in a couple of days. By the way, Jay was rubbing her legs together on the drive back. Sleep isn't in the cards. Well, thank you for letting me know. Somebody clearly thinks I'm too tired to throat punch her smart ass. On the contrary, we just established that you're about to play Tickle the Sweaty Ferret. Jesus. I forgot just how blunt Mallory is. But yeah, this is exactly the way she behaves. Get inside before she makes everything I'm planning to do to you sound disgusting. It's what I do. Good night, you two. See you Wednesday. Polygene headquarters, Boston, MA, the morning after. So we don't even get to see anything. Fuck my life. We didn't party that hard last night, did we? I should have known it wouldn't be that easy. I better go get you an Americano. George is on his way with an update on our case. Oh right, they switched up the medicine or the DNA test or something as well there at the very end. Ah, I know, I'm not hungover, Kurt. I'm frustrated. Jay raises her head. You can see she's been crying. Ask her what's wrong. Alright, spill it. What's up your ass? Well, that's not exactly how I would put it. Yeah, get to the point. Nothing you need to worry about. I got this. I know, but we're partners, so you can lean on me. Unless it's, you know, monthly stuff. Hey, you should be able to help her out with that too. Jay's eyes narrow dangerously. Seriously, Kurt? Before you pounce, try to remember corporate attitudes toward office violence begin at the top. So will the amputations if you assume every bad day I have is because I'm bleeding. Most of mine are, because those are the days we can't... Jesus. It's not that we can't, it's that you get all awkward about it. That's on you. Yeah, thank you. Because, as far as I know, a lot of girls get more excited during that time, if we put it like that. But if you really want to know what's wrong, it's my pre-med program advisor. Right. She was being thrown out of the school. What about him? I lost my slot because I was out of the country and missed some class. I thought that was all arranged. I did too, but for whatever reason now it's a problem. And I don't know what's going to happen. I could... No, Kurt, I appreciate it, but this is my problem to fix. But... I mean it. It's good enough just knowing you got my back. I've forgotten how that feels. Right. Who it is now? Oh, Annette, the one we were supposed to fire or something. Before you can continue, Annette pokes her head into the office. I'm sorry to interrupt, Mr. and Mrs. Campbell. Mr. Worthwent is here for your 10:30. Are you good, sis? Yeah, send him in, please, Annette. Moments later, a visible upbeat George appears. Oh shit, I did check my old videos. Am I supposed to do an accent for him? I don't know how. Well, I see the two of you are sitting in nicely. Liza says good things. That feels like a lie. What do you have for us, George? Do you want the long or the short version? You glance at Jay, who simply gives a resigned sigh. We'll trust you to make sure we know what we need to know. Alright then. After looking at the data and the flash drive, there's a lot to digest. I feel a but coming. Well, most of these documents should have been shared during the discovery process. Emails on the drive suggest this material was being deliberately withheld. Couldn't shady behavior like that get the case dismissed? Not likely, but it could result in sanctions from the judge. Well, that's good news, right? We have a hearing pending to determine what, if any, penalties will be levied. I think I said those words correctly. If cheating is just a slap on the wrist, why doesn't everyone do it? Look at it this way. At a minimum, the judge will have lost trust in the plaintiff's integrity. That sounds like a win. So what's our play? Strategically, it's just as important our opposition knows we have these documents as the judge. I'm banking on them being so damaging that they fall just to keep them out of the public record. And if they don't, what's our backup plan? Your chuckle has a decidedly wicked edge to it. Well, knowledge is power, and now I finally understand why they filed suit to begin with. Mom embarrassing them by beating them at their own game? No, Price are making money hand over fist. They aren't afraid of competition. Oh shit, yeah, because they are on the rise. Please don't tell me that Amanda was already accounting for this. I was just assuming that Amanda would find a way to bankrupt Pricers. But you're essentially saying with that single line that they will screw themselves over and we don't actually have to do anything. Is that what you're saying? So, why Polygene? Sarah was reaching out to the old colleagues in Pricer on her Pregnia work, connecting the dots. But you just said Pregnia is just one of many cash cows for them. Stock values and industry leadership are based as much on public perception as actual performance. If we got out that Pricer R&D were derelict, that could cast a shadow over their whole portfolio. You and your sister stare at George in dismay. You mean Dad and Mom were killed to protect their fucking brand? For a company like Pricer, brand is share value. But yes, that's the gist of it. It takes every ounce of your willpower to force down the rising anger. If gobbling up Polygene was just a mop-up, there's one thing I still can't wrap my head around. Why go off script to kill Mallory? Oh, right. I completely forgot about that. I'm an idiot. They did send a duty to kill Mallory. Think about it, Kurt. Gene editing on Mallory's scale is highly illegal eugenics. A bad drug could dent their profits, but Mallory could get them dragged in front of the Hague. Bingo. Killing Mallory wasn't enough. They needed her to disappear entirely. All of this feels like a pretty big bargaining chip. Indeed, but Miss Chapman remains an existential threat to many wealthy and powerful people. You glance at Jay and she meets your eye in unspoken agreement. She'll stay with us until this blows over, George. Well, we'll want additional protective measures until this has all played out, starting today. Such as... we need to keep the three of you out of sight until this case is behind us. Oh shit, are we going into some kind of protection program? Does that mean we're no longer gonna run Polygene and we're actually gonna live out a happy life just being people? I kinda like that. So, are we talking days or weeks here? Until eliminating one or more of you no longer benefits our adversaries. But we have lots of work to do here. I'm not going back to the island. Of course not. I have a summer home in the hills completing renovation the day after tomorrow. Jay's eyes light up. Teleconferencing is good. I have not yet spoken to Miss Chapman, so I have no idea how she'll react to all of this. We have a thing tomorrow. I'll discuss it with her then. I don't remember. Did we hand over dog DNA or not? I don't think I did because I thought it would be cruel. But after seeing some of the updates, I haven't read them, but I saw the updates on Steam. She would really love to have her dog back, but to me it felt like a cruel thing. Perfect. Now, keep your head on a swivel until you're safely out of town. Can do. And George, how do you see our odds in court? The older man chuckles with sadistic glee. Few men get an opportunity to exact the kind of payback I would deliver in Sarah and James' names. George excuses himself and leaves you alone with your sister once again. So, you know there's no way I'm going to miss you hearing with your advisor, right? Good. Good boyfriend. Jay ponders for a moment. It's super early tomorrow. Are you sure? I guess that depends on how late you keep me up, Princess Thirsty. But keeping you up is literally my superpower. Fact, but seriously, I wouldn't miss it, no matter how early it is. Then yes, I'd love having you in my corner. Thank you, Kurt. De nada. After you camped next to my hospital bed for a week, this seems pretty low effort. I'm actually glad it's early. We have to be done by 9:30 tomorrow. I thought Mallory was picking you up at 10. She is, but I have a few items to tie up before I take the rest of the day off. Oh, I know those feels. Anyway, the idea of getting away from the office is already turning my frown upside down. You can say that again. I just hope Mallory's down with it. Guess we'll find out tomorrow. She's put a lot of effort into planning an outing for you. Maybe wait to tell her after? Polygene headquarters. Super early. As you wait for the teleconference to start, Jay begins to fidget nervously. I'm trusting you not to jump in and try to fix everything. I got this. Oh, that's harsh. That can be reckless. We had one of these scenes in College Kings 2 with Aubrey when we were helping her with her modeling career. Either back off, be a good friend, or butt in and she's kind of upset with you, sort of thing. I promise to behave. I only speak if spoken to. Good. I'm gonna hold you to that, Kurt. The screen flickers to life and a rather severe-looking woman regards the two of you dispassionately. President Gray! But I was expecting Dean Daly. The Dean is indisposed this morning, so I will represent Harvard for the purposes of this discussion. I understand. President Gray, the topic of this morning is my dismissal from the Harvard pre-med program. I had made arrangements for a 4-5 sabbatical with both my advisor and my professors. While Jay's delivery is cool and professional, you can feel the underlying tension in her voice. I learned on day 34 that my arrangements had been revoked and that I was being dropped. I had hoped to appeal that decision this morning with Dean Daly. There is nothing to discuss. All decisions regarding students' placements are final. If that is the standard, shouldn't the decision that originally saw me placed carry equal weight? I'll remind you that I am the arbiter of equity at this institution, Miss Campbell. The woman's condescending tone triggers you in every imaginable way, but you grit your teeth silently. If nothing else, throwing away all of the educational investment in me due to date seems wasteful. Let me be transparent, Miss Campbell. The future of Harvard doesn't look like you. Huh? I don't understand. Green-eyed, auburn-haired, athletic. Born into wealth and privilege, coddled and upper class. My SAS score was 1,565, President Gray. Nobody took that test for me. Did the students benefiting from my vacant slot have a higher score? Yes, they did, after factoring in our admission policy bonus. Oh, bullshit. I see. So this was never about my sabbatical. It was about university politics. The response demonstrates a very narrow view and only confirms we made the right decision. Oh, fuck you! I'm sorry, but fuck you! I assume the gentleman seated next to you is your attorney. Jay's tone is sullen and her shoulders slumped. No, this is my brother Kurt. He joined me this morning for moral support. Oh, Well, I'm sure your sister will take this setback in stride given your family's resources. Her tone is dismissive, and it's clear she had made up her mind before the call began. What do you mean I'd like to phone a friend? That is so very weird. I need to know what that means. I promised my sister I'd remain silent today, that I'd just be here to support her. I see, in that case, this hearing is I said I would be silent, but I'm conferencing in two voices who most certainly will not be. I don't understand that sentence. Yeah. Okay, so you are plugging them in, okay. With a click, the screen splits and Sophie and Amanda occupy the new sections. Jay looks at you in confused shock. Well, Claudia Gray, proving once again that those who cannot do, teach. Ah, Sophie Allard. Oh, I think I'm doing quite well for myself. For how long, I wonder? I read all 12 of your published papers this morning. Jeez! Your political science dissertation bears an almost plagiaristic affinity to other academic works. I don't know what you're implying, but I will not be blackmailed into changing course. But after hearing your rationale regarding Miss Campbell, altering your decisions is not my goal. Good, because there will be no concessions made. I might have waxed eloquent on how I see the best qualities of Sarah Campbell in her daughter, and I could opine at length about how J. Campbell would, in time, be awarded the Harvard Medal. Napkin math suggests a 73 likelihood over 3 decades. Amanda just out here stating random facts. I think it's about the different papers Gray had made. But instead, Jay, I would like to extend to you an invitation to complete pre-med at Johns Hopkins. Jay's eyes go wide with shock. Wait, Johns Hopkins, is that at university too? But that's in Maryland! We'll make it work. Our surgery program is far superior to Harvard's. I see. But how? I'm on the Johns Hopkins Board of Trustees, and we place great value on students of your caliber. Yes, Johns Hopkins was my first choice. It's the best program in the country. This is ridiculous. Are we done here? Thank you, President Gray. I won't waste any more of your time. Sophie, you realize that in doing this, you're just perpetuating the cycle of... The screen goes black as Jay hangs up on the president of Harvard. Johns Hopkins? You did this, Kurt! Hey, I didn't say a word to that bitch. It was all Sophie. Clutch save. Snatch victory from the jaws of Jay's University defeat. Well, damn. Before you can finish, Jay tackles you on the office floor. A flurry of kisses interspersed with happy terms of endearment follow. I love you! Smooch. Mwah. I love you! Schnog. How do you make... That's not a sound effect I know how to do. I love you! Back at you. Now I guess I better buckle up for whatever Mallory's got planned. If it's half as fun as it was to plan, buckle up is the appropriate phrase. I'm kind of upset that he doesn't have a lot of kissing marks on his face, but Jay, in the end, doesn't really use lipstick, does she? I should take one more look at how well you've healed before greenlighting it, though. Why is it the wrong face with these lines? Jesus Christ, are we doing the running of the bulls? that's a hard maybe. Polygene's service level a few minutes later. But that is where we cut off the first episode of Chapter 9 in Chasing Sunsets. I am still getting back into it. It's been a half a year since I played this last. So, it's really strange getting back into it. But I do enjoy it. I want to see more cute stuff with Jay and Kurt. You know, that's a must. That's all there is. It's a must. But yeah. Thank you guys for watching. And thank you, Josef, for donating directly to my Ko-fi page. If you guys want to help me out, you can do so by clicking the link down in the description. I'll see you guys in the next one. And remember, just because you're not the main character does not mean you're not important. Goodbye, everyone.